I modified my own tool using my modified compact bender. I'm going to show you how I did it. So first off is the need. Why do I need to modify a tool? If you worked on engines recently, you know they like to put bolts underneath engine mount flanges and all kinds of stupid things that trap your sockets. So if you can't use a socket, you got to buy one of these giant wrenches. This is a 32 millimeter and it just will not fit where I need it to go in my engine bay. This happens to be for my GMC Terrain. They made a really stupid place to put the oil filter, and if you don't want to strip the plastic out on it, you need to use a boxed end. Previously, I was forced to cut one of my good sockets down to be able to get it shallow enough to get it started. I couldn't use a full-size extension. I had to reduce it, get a smaller wrench, but this still gets trapped when I'm loosening it. So sometimes this goes smooth, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I have to get really creative to get this stupid thing out. Now, I thought when I was going to Amazon, I was getting a cheap tool that's gonna be easy to bend. For a $10 tool from Amazon, this Sunex brand turned out to be forged. So bending this was a lot harder than I thought. I ended up having to heat this up for about 5 minutes per bend. And then I had to use an extension and a cheater to be able to get enough leverage on this. This is probably the max capacity that this bender can do without having to get some really long bars on it. So I ended up starting off with a stopping block on the 1, 2, 3, 4th hole back. I have the spacer in here to hold it up to height. I put my long pin with a roller in the first one on the handle. Now I knew this was going to bend wherever I heated this, so I didn't need this to be too close, so I ended up moving it further out to get more leverage on the bend. All right, so the only thing left to do is to see how this thing works. Let's see how this thing works. So I had to tweak this angle just a little bit more, but turned out really good, and it would have been a lot easier if I wasn't just using one hand. Now all that's left to do is find a place for this in my pit. This ought to work nice. If you would like to see how I built this entire pit by hand, as well as the elevating floor and hydraulic mechanisms, subscribe to this channel and go and check those videos out. Let's see if this is a little easier to do with a smaller, low quality tool. Well, I guess that answered the question on whether or not I needed to heat this up or not. Let's do a take 2 and heat this up and try the other end. Hey, heating that up, that did the trick. So this is just one way of many that I'm going to use this compact bender. Make sure you're subscribed to see all of the future uses we put this through. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.